This is the SWOT analysis of myself. How many people do you really know that actually know themselves inside and out? Knowing yourself is ultimately the key to any success in any area of your life. Happiness comes from knowing yourself as well as your talents. Dream jobs come from your ability to know yourself and your strengths and weaknesses and what position you best be suited for. According to Forbes magazine, 53% of Americans are unhappy in their workplace. Your SWOT is a key factor to knowing yourself and bringing a light to your passion and potential. Many people go through the motions instead of exploring their talents and passions. Once you know yourself, you know what job would you be suited for and what you would be ultimately happy with in the long run. To score your dream job, you ultimately need to know yourself. Many workers are unhappy, and due to the fact they did not use the SWOT to ultimately discover their talents and skills and what they're ultimately good at and would be happy doing for the rest of their lives ultimately. Jobs are catered to you. So if you don't know yourself, you don't know what job would be best for you and what would benefit you in the long run. Now on to my personal strengths. I personally am a team player. According to Myers-Briggs, I am an ENFP, which they value emotional and social connections. So I ultimately will work well in a group environment. I don't judge, and I am quick to make friends in the work environment. I am an independent thinker. A source coming from one of my managers, she says I don't need my hand held, and I will do everything without any questions, and I pick up on things really, really fast. According to True Colors, the 4 personality colors, I am orange and I'm action orientated. Now moving on to my weaknesses. Strengths are extremely important whenever getting to know yourself and what you're good at, but weaknesses are also a good qualities to know in your work environment, because you don't know which environment you would fit into when it comes to. One of my weaknesses is I prefer structure, and whenever that is compromised, I will not do my best work. As an ENFP again, I hate being restrained by heavy-handed rules and micromanagement. Another weakness of mine, I prefer to work at my own pace. I honestly find it very difficult to not go as fast as I normally do when working or when completing a task or doing a job. I frequently get frustrated. My manager has told me that if something is not going fast enough for me, I get disgruntled and I tend to shut down. Moving on to the opportunities. Opportunities is obviously catered to the business, and this is very important whenever you're trying to select your job in the future. When it comes to opportunities, I am very open-minded. Whenever an opportunity presents itself, I consider myself on board. New experience, I'm ready. I'm ready to tackle any task. Another opportunity strength is I'm never satisfied with being just average. In my positions, I always have to be looking for ways to move up and start fresh with fresh new experiences that I can hold on to and go on to the next stage of my life. Transitioning from the opportunities, I will go into the threats in the workplace, which might become debilitating overall when it comes to the workplace and those who threaten you in your workplace, your competition rather. I know for my threats, whenever it comes to competition, I tend to shut down instead of going head on for my competition. Another point is I tend to get comfortable with my competition. So they kind of contrast each other. And I tend to get comfortable with my competition, and I tend to share more information that should not be discussed in detail. Whenever I think they're my friend, but then I give too much information, and so they have a leg up on me. And overall, in closing, your SWOT will bring you your passion and potential into focus. So it is ultimately needed if you want to cater to your specific job that you would be best suited for. The SWOT ultimately gives you a foundation of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats so that you will be well prepared for when you go into your job interview. The key to success is knowing yourself well enough to establish your dreams and possibilities what it takes to be happy and employed in that position. So ultimately the SWOT will bring you enough knowledge about yourself that you can ultimately decide, yes, that position is going to make me happy, or that position is not going to make me happy. And you know what? I really don't feel like that would be the best position for me because of my weaknesses. I don't think that I will fit well. I won't go well in that environment. I don't think I get along with the people, and so on. And that is my closing. Thank you.